Hi, Rockets. Before I introduce you to today's story, let me ask you a question. What does it mean when I say the word match? You might think about when a teacher says, match me. What do we mean when we say that? We mean to do the same thing as us, and that way we'll look the same, right? We'll be doing the same thing. What does it mean to match your clothing or match your socks? When your socks match, they're the exact same, right? And when you try to match an outfit, you might pay attention to colors or patterns or the types of weather that you wear those clothes in. To match means that something goes together, usually belongs together, or fits well together. Well, today we're going to read a book about a little girl who doesn't like to match. Her name is Marisol McDonald. Today we're going to read this book, Marisol McDonald Doesn't Match. This is the story of a girl who has one parent who's Peruvian and another parent who's Scottish American. She wears colors and clothes that don't match. She eats foods that don't go together. And she makes up games with her own rules. So we're gonna read to find out what happens to Marisol, who doesn't match. Here we go. This is Marisol McDonald Doesn't Match. Story by Monica Brown and illustrations by Sarah Palacios. Marisol McDonald doesn't match. Already I'm seeing some things here that don't usually go together. I see peanut butter and jelly, those usually go together. But then I see tortillas, which we usually use for burritos or tacos. My name is Marisol McDonald and I don't match. At least that's what everyone tells me. Let's take a look at her. I'm noticing a lot of patterns and different colors on her clothes. I'm noticing she has yellow beads on one braid or pigtail and blue beads on the other one. I play soccer with my cousin Tato and he says, Marisol, your skin is brown like mine, but your hair is the color of carrots. You don't match. Actually, my hair is the color of fire, I say, and I kick the ball over Tato's head and into the goal. My brother says, Marisol, those pants don't match that shirt. They clash. So to clash is the opposite of to match. It's when something doesn't go together. Take a look. She's got a shirt that's red with green polka dots, and then her pants have purple and yellow stripes, and she has on a tutu. So her brother's telling her that your clothes don't go together. But I love green polka dots and purple stripes. I think they go great together, says Marisol. So I think that Marisol really likes putting together these outfits with lots of different patterns and colors. I think she enjoys putting together something unique to wear. I also love peanut butter and jelly burritos. And speaking Spanish, English, and sometimes both. So she likes to eat foods that don't usually go together. She speaks Spanish and English at the same time. Can I have a puppy? A furry sweet perrito? I asked my parents. Por favor? Quizás, Mommy says. Maybe, Dad says, smiling and winking. My teacher, Miss Apple, doesn't like the way I sign my name. Marisol McDonald, she says, this doesn't match. At school, we learn to print and use cursive, but not at the same time. But I like the way Marisol McDonald looks. So when Marisol signs her name, she does the first bit in cursive, that's letters that connect, and the second bit in print, letters that don't connect. At recess, Ollie and Emma want to play pirates, and Noah wants to play soccer. How about soccer playing pirates? I suggest. No way, they say. So I run off to play on the swings by myself. So Marisol doesn't want to play just pirates, and she doesn't want to play just soccer. She wants to mix them up and play soccer playing pirates. No one else seems to want to mix everything up. After recess, we have art, my favorite subject. I think my drawings surprise my friends. Take a close look at her drawing. Why do you think these drawings might be surprising to her friends? I see a pig wearing glasses and who has green polka dots. That doesn't really go together. Pigs wearing glasses. I see a sun with stars in the middle. But wait a minute, the sun's out during the day and the stars are out at night. That doesn't match either. And here I see Marisol, and guess what? She's a soccer playing pirate. Exactly what she wanted to play at recess. So all of her drawings, they don't necessarily match, but they're pretty creative. She thinks of new and interesting ideas and draws them on paper. At lunch, Ollie walks over to me and scrunches his nose. When you scrunch your nose, you kind of pull your face together like that. If you scrunch your nose at a food, what does that usually mean? Maybe you don't think it looks very tasty. So her friend has walked over and done just that. A peanut butter and jelly burrito, he asks. I know, I say, it doesn't match, but it sure tastes good. Marisol, you couldn't match if you wanted to, Ollie says. Oh yeah? I bet I can. So her friend has told her she can't match. Well, I think Marisol likes not matching, but she says that she can match. It's not that she can't match, it's just that she likes not matching. Let's see what she's gonna do now that someone's told her she can't match, even if she tries. The next day, I wake up and decide that today, I, Marisol McDonald, will match. It's a little hard to find clothes that are all the same color. Now she has orange hair, orange shirt, and orange pants. She look at her face. She doesn't look like she's having a very good time. She seemed really happy before, being herself. Mixing things up. Now she's gonna try to dress the same as everyone else, only because she was told she couldn't do it. I play pirates with Ollie at recess, but it's not very fun. Why can't pirates play soccer anyway? I have a regular peanut butter and jelly sandwich at lunch, and the bread tastes mushy. Man, she tries to do things the way other people do them, but she doesn't look like she's having any fun. At the end of the day, Mrs. Apple hands me a note. I open it, and it says, Marisol, I want you to know that I like you just the way you are. Because the Marisol McDonald that I know is a creative, unique, not like anybody else, bilingual, Peruvian, Scottish, American, soccer playing artist, and simply marvelous. So wonderful and great. Miss Jamiko Apple. So her teacher has written her a little note that said, I liked you when you didn't match. I liked you just the way you were. And Marisol says, I skip all the way home. So after reading her teacher's letter, Marisol starts skipping home. I think she's feeling a little bit better already. When I wake up on Saturday, I put on my pink shirt, my polka dot skirt, and my favorite hat, the one my abuelita brought me from Peru. At breakfast, I say, my name is Marisol McDonald, and I don't match because I don't want to. Notice how she has on her mismatched outfit again. She's got on stripes and polka dots and swirls and so many different colors, and she looks a lot happier. Bravo, says Mommy. Good for you, says Dad. Now let's go to the pound and get a puppy. Remember earlier in the book she was asking for a puppy? Now they're gonna go get one. When we get to the pound, there are big dogs and little dogs. There are dogs with long noses and dogs with smushed faces. There are chocolate-colored puppies and smoky gray puppies and puppies the color of caramel. How will I ever choose? Then I see him. He has one floppy ear and one pointy ear. He has one blue eye and one brown eye. He is beautiful. I walk over and he leaps into my lap. I cuddle him and it sounds like he purrs. Oh, I think he likes her too. I think we found just the right dog for you, Marisol, Mommy says. My puppy is perfect. He's mismatched and simply marvelous, just like me. I think I'll name him Kitty. Wow. So why do you think Marisol chose a puppy with one floppy ear and one pointy ear and one brown eye and one blue eye? Wait a minute. One floppy ear, one pointy ear. Does that match? One brown eye, one blue eye. Does that match? No. They're not the same. They don't usually go together. Usually a dog might have two pointy ears or two floppy ears, but not one of each. I think Marisol has picked out a dog who's just like her, who doesn't like to match. And then at the end she decides she's gonna name him Kitty. Wow, a name that doesn't match either. He's a dog and she's gonna name him Kitty after a cat. I bet life is maybe a little confusing with Marisol, but pretty fun and interesting. I have one more question for you before we finish the story. Why do you think that everyone thinks it's so important to match all the time? People keep telling Marisol, you don't match, like it's a bad thing. Do you think that everyone needs to match? Everything needs to match all the time? Yeah, I think that matching can be okay, but that not matching can be okay too. I think that whatever makes you feel most like yourself is best. And for Marisol, that was to not match. For Marisol, she thinks that not matching, being colorful, wearing lots of patterned clothing, doing lots of different things about her and showing them off. She thinks that that makes life more unique, more special, and more interesting. I hope you enjoyed this story, Marisol McDonald Doesn't Match by Monica Brown and Sarah Palacios. I will see you for our next story time. Bye, Rockets.